Charles Birchfield lived from 1893 to 1967. He is legendary for his watercolor landscapes painted near his Western New York home. He was also a great journalist and over his lifetime wrote over 10,000 pages in various handmade volumes. He wrote, "It's difficult to take in all the glory of the dandelion as it is to take in a mountain or a thunderstorm." And so they are difficult to take in, both for their beauty and their complexity, their context. How can you describe and assess them, convey the idea of them to someone who hasn't seen? You finally stumble and say things like they're beautiful or amazing, or maybe you recite a list of facts about them. All of us as scientists and decision makers, artists, practitioners have to comprehend, depict, and quantify such multidimensional entities and then communicate the results in ways that aren't hopelessly obscure, that are somehow specific and not only metaphorical. That is, we need to communicate a very complicated thing in a simple, essential, and useful way. We need to tell good stories. Art is really good for that. Art, in collaboration with other practices, is especially good at that. Words like improvisation and imagination and intuition, while natural for artists, can sound awkward for scientists and planners. Yet these are the very abilities that we need to be able to see past and beyond the details. This object here, that process there, to create and understand how a vast and majestic thing works and how it might change. This is the essence of good storytelling, something we all need to get better at. Perspective is another key word, a sense that of what you value in the vision you are creating, while recognizing that there are other perspectives, other points of view. The dandelion is up close for Birchfield. He values them. The sky is there too. We need to see the patterns and perspectives from different angles, feel the beating of the heart, and not just judge the heart's location in the chest. How do you take in this complicated multi-dimensional thing like a mountain or a forest or a curlew or a city? Through acts of imagination. Whose imagination? Well, everyone's, from artists and activists and scientists, planners, designers. And I can tell you that such imagination is most activated when they are mixed, cross-fertilized, transdisciplinary to create something new, something that we could not have created by ourselves. This is the 1 + 1 = 3 of joined imagination, innovation, and collaboration. What is that famous saying? Not everything that can be counted counts, and not everything that counts can be counted. Intelligent and fact-grounded imagination is a powerful thing. It is that plus values which can lead us to say, that dandelion in that spot is beautiful. And so it is. This way of knowing is true for art. It's also true for science and design, resilience, sustainability, justice, biodiversity, art, creativity, all propelled together in a mix of ideas and creative storytelling that truly communicates ideas across boundaries of disciplines and points of view, across boundaries of misunderstanding. Let's imagine across boundaries and tell better stories. How do you take in a complicated multidimensional thing like a mountain or biodiversity or a forest or a neighborhood or a city? Through acts of scientific and social and creative imagination. As summer changed to fall, Birchfield himself felt the same urge to imagination. He wrote in 1950, "All day on the gateway to September, putting in the huge insect tree in the August part. For the first time in weeks, I let myself go in improvisation and fantasy."